What's up, everybody? Um, so I don't know if it's just me, but online games have not been fun in 2021, bro. Not one game has impressed me with their upgrades for next gen. Not one game have I wanted to get on a rush because my friends hit me up, get on, Dylan. And we're gonna go. Hold up, let me fix the camera. We're gonna go we're going to review every top online game right now, rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, and explain why it's not fun. We're going to start out with Fortnite Battle Royale. Very popular. Fortnite, it's not the worst one, but it's not good. It's a solid 4 out of 10. It's 4 out of 10. It's a 4 out of 10. And the main battle royale scene, it's alright. There hasn't been a map change in 2 months that's been significant, but it's still fun. It's not like, if my friend were to ask me to get on, would I get on? Probably not. I'm not wasting my time out of my day until it's night time to play a game called Fortnite Battle Royale in 2021. Could not be me. Could not be me playing in the daytime. Just couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Yeah, and the reason for that is actually, it's very simple. There are these things called, what are they called? IO guards. They are called IO guards, and they have aimbot. Basically, in every POI, except for maybe Tilted, whatever Tilted is called. Salty Tilted, yeah, that. In every POI, except for Salty Tilted, if you go in a certain area, then they're like 20 or maybe 10, I'm not but even 10 of these why is my camera moving? 10 of these bots spawn, and they just annihilate you. If you try to run away, they just keep beaming. They're like henchmen, and by the time you make it out of the woods, you're like 100 HP. These bots do more than players do. And in terms of weapon changes, there has only been one weapon added this season, and it is called, I don't even remember what it's called. It's a shotgun. It's basically a pump, except if it's like stupid. I don't want to be offensive, but it's basically a pump that does 50 damage on headshots. It is a trash shotgun, and I'm exaggerating. It does like max 170 with the gold, I think. But it doesn't 200 pump. There's really no point for it. If you build a wall and you edit it real fast, it shoots slower than the charged shotgun actually. If you were to place a wall and do the fast, boom, you can't do that as fast with the pump. There's a delay when you pull it out. It has to do this twirl thing until it shoots. It's really dumb. I don't even use this weapon at all unless I don't find attack. And it's the game. I think just because it's Fortnite and the reputation it has, it's a 4 out of 10. And if it was pure battle royale, I'd maybe get a 5. But we haven't even talked about the competitive scene. I don't know about you guys, but competitive Fortnite has been something I've enjoyed watching myself for years. I remember watching the World Cup and enjoying it heavily. The World Cup was such a fun thing to watch. And ever since then, I was hooked on events. Event, the FNCS, solos, trios. But the thing about it is, Epic Games hasn't had an event worth money over the past month and a half. It's wild. We did have, what was it called? Bragging rights. We did have a bragging rights tournament last 2 days ago. Though I don't even know the date, but it wasn't a money tournament. Whoever won got a shout out. A shout out. The winner, you spend 4 hours playing this tournament for a shout out. These pro players, some of them make their only money. They don't have a job. Some of them don't have a job. They risk their life. Their life is the game, and they have had no revenue. These are for the people that don't stream. They don't make revenue except for Fortnite. and the tournaments, but there haven't been tournaments. I remember when there were daily solo daily cups every day that the winner got like 10K. That's insane. That is insane for a video game. And now you might be asking, Dylan, why would you want this to happen every day? You know, $10,000 for first place, 50,000 tournament. Like, this is a $50,000 tournament every day. Why would you want to do it every day? No game should do this. This is being generous on Epic Games' part. No, I've done my research, and every time Epic adds a new Renegade Raider style, guess how much they get. They get $500 million in the item shop every single time they release a new version of this skin. $500 million. And we haven't had a World Cup since 2018, 2019. We haven't had a World Cup since then. And those World Cups, they're expensive, don't get this wrong, but that's like $10 to $20 million. And you get 250 mil by just making one skin, and you can't even do that? And I get you have your game to run and a certain amount of budget to give your employees. But for the lack of tournaments and the dryness of the game, the lack of updates, you've had one update over the last 2 months. The game has been completely dry. If we don't add this update right here, the game has not been updated for 2 months. 2 months for a game that pulls 500 plus million a month. Crazy. It's wild. And the updates we do get, 50% of them are literally sponsorships by like these big companies, Marvel, like DC. They're updates that give Fortnite more money. These are updates that in the long run don't cost money to make. So it doesn't make sense to me how these pro players are getting treated. And most, don't get it wrong, like Clicks, Benji Fishy, Mongrel, these people don't need this tournament money, you know? They're just vibing on their own. But some that, you know, want to be, they just can't. They can't. And it's kind of sad. That's about it for Fortnite. 2K. Ooh. 2K. And we're just going to go off of all sports games. But 2K, let me get a drink of water. But 2K and EA Sports. 2K hurt their game this year. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. 2K21 is the worst sports game to come out in 2021. You know, wait, what I just say? Come on, baby, you can't be making mistakes, alright? No, 2K21 is the worst 2K of all time. That is what I meant to say. It is the worst. It is worse than 2K18, and let me explain why. When 2K18 came out, it was, you know, it was expected to be very big. It was a very big city. There weren't. There were not affiliations. It was but a lot smaller than 21, but we're not really talking about that right now. But it was new, you know, people enjoyed it for the first month or so. But then after that, it got dry, and that is where it began dying, and that is where people name it, you know, the worst 2K of all time. Now, when we look at 2K21 next gen, not current gen, next gen, there have been tons of glitches already, and it has the same exact concept as 18, a big city, actually 1.5 times bigger than 2K18 city, and you know, that is very crazy, it is very impressive. However, in a game like 2K, personally, I believe that I'm here to play basketball. I'm not here to play an open world GTA type of game. And it was going to be a problem, but where the affiliations, there are 4 affiliations that cut all 4 corners of the map. And every time you load in a game, it spawns you. And this wouldn't be a problem. You know, you don't have to walk that much if you're, you know, playing with your own affiliation. However, there have been tons of glitches. For example, I'm going to put one on the screen right now. There is actually a glitch where, like, if you load in, you can't go back to my career. You're stuck on part. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren.
You're welcome.
there's a glitch where you are stuck in park and you cannot go to my career and so you go into the NBA store and walk out. So it wants you to, when you spawn in your like affiliated area, it wants you to walk all the way there to the NBA store, which takes about 5 minutes. It's a long time. It takes about 5 minutes, and then when you walk out, you can finally go to my career. And this happens every single time you come back from my career to park. Every time. It's crazy. And like there have just been tons of glitches, posterizers, by the way. The interior defense this year does not matter. It does not matter. It's crazy because you could have a 95 block and jump at exactly the right time and you'd still get postered every time. Like 80% of the time you get postered in that situation, and it is crazy how overpowered posterizers are. If you are watching the video, please don't make that build. It is so annoying. And Ronald himself swore that 2K would not have an overpowered build this year. And if you have a slasher, anyway, let's go on to other aspects of 2K 21. My NBA, it's new. In terms of the name, it's new. They pretty much just rename my league into my NBA. It's simple. But there have been glitches, and I don't really play it. But I watched King of the Fourth Quarter. I don't even know who he is. Shout out to him. King of the Fourth Quarter. He made a video explaining how there was a glitch where if you're doing a simulation, your game will crash about every 5 minutes or so. Every time you do a simulation. Sorry. Every 5 minutes you're doing the simulation, your game will crash. It is unplayable. It is in a game and it's so unplayable that I saw the other day that only 10 concurrent players were playing in my NBA. 10. That's how bad it is. Because people play it, start a franchise, and simulate and see if they can win a ring, right? But they can't do that because the game keeps crashing every time. It is unplayable. And 2K even patched their game a week ago. But was this added to the patch? No, it was not. And they claim, my King of the Fourth Quarter claims, they care about my career more than, my NBA. And that might be true. But look at the state of my career in Park right now. If I'm playing by myself, it takes about 30 minutes to get one game in. And after that, 30 more minutes to get one. It's so dead. I saw the other day there were 800 concurrent players playing Park in the world. Alright, that's a lie. In the US, 800 players playing Park. That is wild. Madden. There's not really many glitches, but there's one word to describe Madden. Recycled. Year after year, it's recycled, and I know this year they did add the yard. However, it's not a good game mode. And in fact, I feel like in football, it's so easy to just make a creative game mode. EA should at least add 2 every year, but instead they add 1 every 5 years or so, which is sad. You know how easy it is to literally make game modes in football? There have been so many possibilities, and if you add me to the team, this game is literally alive and well right now. But EA just doesn't care, and the reason for that is because they don't have competition. That is the way all sports games work. EA and 2K have no competitions. They actually counterbalance their stuff. If you didn't know, EA once had a basketball game called NBA Live, and they haven't made one since 2019. And ever since 2019, you can constantly tell that 2K doesn't care about their game the same way EA doesn't care about their Madden game, because they have no competition. Every year when the game comes out, they are there to collect the money, but they are not there to make a good game, a quality game for all of us. They are lazy bums that need to get off their butt. That is what all of them are. And, it's like that. That's the trend we've been seeing. There is no competition in the sports games. That is a problem with the sports gaming franchise right now, is the lack of creativity and recycled games. In fact, I actually saw where on Madden 21 current gen that on one of the pamphlets it said Madden 20. That is proof that they just recycle most of the things they do, and it's just bad. It's not fun. And same with 2K. Once again, if you don't believe that's bad, I accept your opinion. I just think it's the same thing. Even with affiliations, they always find a way to ruin something. And you can even tell by Aiden, a bunch of big streamers, Aiden, Ticino, Chico, um, Bandit, Nade, like all these big 2K streamers have played the game probably 5 hours this year. And the game's been out for 2 or 3 months. It's sad. Ticino's probably played a little more, but even he streams like once every 2 weeks or so. Like, he is not always having fun with the game. Aiden hasn't even played this game since it released. The week it released, it's sad. It's just not a fun game, and even the 2K community is going away. Um, that's the problem with sports games. They just have no competition. They have no motivation to make a good game. That is why EA and both EA and 2K need to try other sports. And I know they won't. They have a thing going on. It's sad. It almost makes you not want to buy the game. But anyway, let's go on to another area, which is Among Us and Fall Guys. We'll put them in the same category. Among Us and Fall Guys, they're the type of games that are fun the first couple months that come out, and then they're not fun because of one word, repetition. You repetitively do the same exact thing until it gets boring and you go on it. I don't remember somebody calling me and saying that they want to play Among Us over the past 2 months. It's not fun. It's the same thing. And the craziest part about it is if both Fall Guys too, because it's the same idea, the same concept, parkour, whoever gets there first, a race, all these different creative games. However, the problem with these type of games is they wait too long to release an update. Fall Guys dropped, and they're booming for 2 months, and they didn't release an update for like 4 or 5 months. That's not how you do it. When the game hits that peak, and the second it starts coming down, you make that update and make it go back up. What Fall Guys did is they let it hit their peak and fall all the way down, and then they made the update. But when they made the update, all it did was slightly raise. That is a problem that these games do, and that's exactly what's going on with Among Us right now. They have had this yacht map, the new map. They've had it for 2-3 months, and they've yet to release it. They're waiting to release it for some reason, and I don't think they're aware that nobody enjoys. Most people don't enjoy their game. Even these streamers have moved on to other games, like Sykkuno, Jacksepticeye, Soast, Corpse. They may play the game once every other week, but they don't play every day now. And sure, when they do play, you boom on Twitch, but you're not booming in the money area. Like you used to be up here, but now you're literally below average. And it's the same thing with these games. If you're like a developer, you need to realize that like these games, these certain type of games that aren't sports games, they'll get repetitive and bland over time. However, that's when you need to make an update and change it up, spice it up a bit, because that's where the viewer stays hooked in. And that is one reason why Fortnite has stayed alive for 3+ years. I forgot to rate a lot of games. If we're going back to 2K, 2K is a 2 out of 10. It's sad. Madden, 3 out of 10? 3 out of 10? Fall Guys and Among Us, I'll rank them both together. 5 out of 10. But notice how not one of those games were over 5 out of 10, and that is why, the only game in 2021 that has been popping off on the online spectrum is surprisingly Minecraft. And that is, you see all these big streamers, and the craziest part about it is Minecraft isn't even changing it up. They're not adding updates. But what Minecraft lacks that other games don't is modding. Modding, anybody can make anything they want and put it in the game to make it interesting in their own way, and that is what most of these big streamers have done. Look at Dream. Some people might not know who he is, but he had 1 million subscribers playing Minecraft a year ago. Now he has 11 million subscribers. He gained 10 million subscribers in a year. That is wild. And you'll see him. You'll see other Minecraft streamers. Their channels have blown up. Minecraft is popping right now. Minecraft is a solid 8 out of 10 right now. I'm not really going to go in depth. I'm about to end this video right now, but this is an example. Other than Minecraft, excluding Minecraft And these are the games I play. You know, there might be games. Don't judge me in the comments. There are probably other games that I don't play that are doing really well right now. But this is just from an outsider's perspective, and this is why I haven't been enjoying games in 2021. So leave your thoughts down below, and tell me what you think about online games in general in 2021. Name anything you disagree with, anything that I might have missed, and just let me know, because I'm interested. Hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.